Narada Muni's previous life. Previously, Narada Muni had come to Srila VYASADEVA and instructed him about writing Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, the conversation between the two continues. Srila VYASADEVA was very curious to know what happened in Narada Muni's previous life. So Narada Muni began to narrate his history. Narada Muni said, I was the only son of my mother. My mother was no ordinary woman, but a maidservant. Since I was her only child, she bound me with her ties of affection. She wanted to maintain me properly, but because she was not independent, she wasn't able to do anything for me. I was only 5 years when some Bhaktivedantists visited our house. Since the rainy season was approaching and the great saints usually stop at someone's house for the rainy season, they decided to stay at our house. While they stayed at our house, I was serving them. One day, with their permission, I took some of their remnants. These followers of Vedanta then blessed me. As far as I was concerned, I was not attached to sports, even though I was a little boy. I wasn't naughty, nor did I speak more than necessary. When the rainy seasons were over, these saints left our home. One night, my mother went out to milk the cow. Unfortunately, by the will of Providence, a snake bit my mother, and she died. I took this as the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and an opportunity to leave home and take shelter of Lord Krishna. I then passed alone through dense forests, rushes, bamboo, reeds, and dark caves. This traveling, I felt tired, both bodily and mentally, hungry and thirsty, so I took bath in a river and drank water and then got relief from my exhaustion. After that, I sat down under a banyan tree in an uninhabited forest and concentrated my mind upon the super soul, using my intelligence as the great souls had taught me. As I meditated within my heart, I felt a transformation within and felt great ecstasy. Tears rolled down my cheeks, and the personality of Godhead appeared on the lotus of my heart. The transcendental form of the Lord, as it is, satisfies the mind's desires and at once erases all mental dissatisfaction. The Lord then suddenly disappeared. I desired to see that form again, but despite my efforts I didn't see the Lord again. Thus, I became very much aggrieved and dissatisfied. Seeing my attempts in that lonely place, the personality of Godhead spoke to me. this to mitigate my distress. The Lord said, O Narada, I regret that during this lifetime you will not be able to see me anymore. O virtuous one, you have seen me only once, thus to increase your desire and hunger to see me again. And the more this happens, the more you will be freed from all your material desires. Then the personality of Godhead stopped speaking. Feeling a sense of gratitude, I offered my obeisances, bowing down my head low to the ground. Then I began chanting the holy name of the Lord and traveled around the world fully of satisfied and unenvious. And so, O Brahmana Vyasadeva, in due course of time, I became free from all material attachment and met with death. I was then awarded this transcendental body befitting an associate of the personality of Godhead. At the end of the millennium, when the personality of Godhead, Lord Narayan, lay down within the water of devastation, Brahma began to enter into him along with all creative elements, and I also entered through his breathing. After 4,300,000,000 solar years, when Brahma awoke to create again by the will of the Lord, all the rishis like Marichi, Angira, Atri, and so on were created from the transcendental body of the Lord, and I also appeared along with them. Since then, by the grace of the Almighty Vishnu, I traveled everywhere without restriction, both in the transcendental world and in the three divisions of material world. This is because I am fixed in unbroken devotional service of the Lord. O Vyasadeva, you are freed from all things. Thus I have explained my birth and activities for self-realization, as you asked. The end.